I wanted to start the second batch of bean sprouts. And to do that, instead of planting it in the tray that we did last time, you know, with the 60 different holes, I'm thinking of doing it with these toilet paper rolls. That way we can easily just, you know, take it out of the tray and pop it right into the soil. And it might also protect the roots a bit more so that it doesn't get like plant shock when we transfer it into the soil. Take the toilet paper roll, cut it 4 times, like, you know, like 90 degrees from each other. So north, south, east, and west, you know. You can see that? North, here's a cut, south, east, and west. Then you fold them in one by one. Fold it in just completely around the circle. And at the last one, see, it's open still. But what you could do is you can take the edge of the first one and put it over the edge of the last one. Yeah. And then it's closed. So that's one. Some of them are better than others, but it's just gonna have to be like that. The whole point of this is just to give the plant an extra layer of protection as it's being transplanted into the new soil, but also to use a compostable, you know, carton, something that's gonna decompose in the ground and add to the soil. So, okay, oh yeah, I forgot I was counting. Okay, how many do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. The last time we planted the, you know, the string beans, we only planted 12. So we're definitely not gonna plant 24 today. We pretty much just need, like, I think 12 again would be good. So we use 12 of these. Oops. Drop that. So I'm just using like regular potting soil. I'm just going to take, you know, this soil is very loose. Well, there is some chunks, but not really supposed to be. I'm just going to try to fill these up with it. Okay. That's one. And this time that I'm planting seedlings, I'm going to try to really get the soil up to the top, because in all the trays that I've planted before, I tend to kind of, you know, gyp them on their soil, and then when I transplant them, then I feel like they didn't really have a lot of space to grow their roots in. So I'm gonna really try to fill the whole thing up. I'm just literally taking the soil and filling this up. And I'm trying to make sure that there's no like rocks or anything, sticks, just filling up to the top, rocks or sticks or anything, because that happened last time, and it kind of gets in the way of the seedling when it's trying to get up to the top to start growing its leaves and stuff. Okay, so I'm back with the seeds. We're going to use the same string bean seeds that we used before. And it says to plant it 1 centimeter deep. So we're basically just gonna put it in there and push down. So it would be nice if all of them germinate this time. Last time 10 out of 12 germinated. So about 5, 6. This time, let's hope for 100%. We'll see though. Okay. So just a little bit covered. Just a little bit. Let's see, this one had a rock. Gotta take that out. Okay, so I'm going to try to fit them in here. See how many fit. I just don't want them falling around, you know. They're so unstable. Actually quite interesting. Some of these are thicker than others. Different brands, I suppose. Okay, so 8 fit in that one. And I put the last 2 in here. Okay. Now that we have them all planted, this time I'm going to keep them outside because I read last time that transplanting them from indoors outdoors can actually make them weaker. So I want to try it differently this time. I'm going to keep them outside, well, in my greenhouse, and we'll see if they do better. So I'm just going to pop them in there now. So we have them in the greenhouse now. I'm going to have to come back with a bag and collect these so that they don't get wet when I water them. And these 2 here don't have seeds in them yet. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do with the rest of these. But for now, we have them planted. And we're going to use those plants to replace this one here, which is bent. This one here, which has fallen over. Sad, sad sprouts. The one in the back, though, seemed to have gotten protected very well. It looks quite good. So that might actually be something clever I could do. I could probably plant them, build the tower, and then plant the beans on the back side of the tower. That way I can rotate it and put it in the sun. But when it's windy, I can put them in behind. So that might be clever to do, actually. I'll think about it. Also, something I didn't mention before is the trellis fell apart in the wind. So I'm going to have to get new rubber bands and build this back up. So you can see the rubber band broke over there. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to put like 3 sets of rubber bands or something to keep it all together. But we'll come back out here and do that another time. Alright, so that's the end of today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow.